Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. This message is for anyone who's been maybe having a stressed day or maybe a chaotic mind or something heavy is going on in your life right now, or maybe you're in a certain type of a transition or transitional phase, as many people are going through it right now. My friend, for a moment just slow down. I want to talk to you a little bit about understanding of your environment and noticing that there is no separation between your inner world and outer world. So many times when we are going through something in our lives, we can use this as a powerful practice, this awareness that there is no separation between inner and outer world. So, for example, you may have a stressed mind, you may feel emotionally overwhelmed because something happened to you or something is happening to you right now, or you're going through something. And you may be wondering maybe how to change your mindset or how to relax more or how to put the weights off your shoulders or something like that, and you try hard to think differently, or you try hard to shake off the emotions, or you just try everything and maybe nothing seems to work. That's when you can actually look outside of you and start maybe taking care of the outer world of yours, like the polarity of the consciousness. You see, if one part of you is the inner you, the other part of you is the outer you, not just the the physical body of yours, but also the environment of yours. Because many times we can notice that when we feel stressed, also our outer world, our environment, our home, our rooms maybe become more chaotic, and we start to feel we don't have enough time to maybe clean everything or to organize everything or to just make the environment pleasant. While in other times when we actually take care of our environment and we make it more pleasant out of a right state of being, we start to feel also our inner environment start to feel more pleasant and more calm and more nourished. So we soon find the connection that sometimes it is the inner work we need to do to feel better, but sometimes it's the outer work that we need to do. And many times it's what we've been procrastinating the most that will actually put us into a more peaceful state. Because deep inside we knew that every time we procrastinate on something, we put some wood on the fire of self-criticism. And therefore, if we want to stop criticizing ourselves, stop blaming ourselves, stop feeling guilty towards ourselves, we actually need to do what we've been procrastinating for quite some time. And maybe when we feel the most stressed or when we feel the most overwhelmed, it would be a great time to actually do something that we feel the most like we don't have time for it. Just to shift the pattern completely, to change the direction of our day completely, and to recognize that when we actually make an unexpected change and we do something we've been maybe procrastinating on for quite some time, everything else starts settling as well. This is just a reminder for anyone who's been maybe having a bit of a chaotic time. Notice if the place you live feels pleasant, and you don't need to include people that live in this place, but ask yourself, are you making it pleasant? Are you taking care of it? Are you nourishing it? Like, garden will not be beautiful if you're not taking care of it. And your life will not be beautiful if you're only, for example, just meditating or just visualizing something. Like, same as if you would be constantly taking care of the room or the house, but not taking care of your mind and body. So we need to see this connection as something that needs to be nurtured from both sides of polarity, because that's when we experience wholeness. I can give you an example from my personal life. Like, I'm an artist as well. And, you know, sometimes I'm just rushing with my inspiring projects, like not rushing in a sense that I want to finish them quickly, but I'm flowing with inspiration, which is quite of a fiery energy. So I may be painting for 2 hours, and then I will be recording a message, and then I will be maybe mentoring someone or meeting someone. And suddenly there are so many things going on, and my place may become a bit messy, and I may have this story in my mind, like I don't have time to take care of it. And then a few days in this flow, well, things become messy, and then I start to feel chaotic. And then instead of going with that flow of inspiration, I say to myself, okay, today I will do the opposite, and I really slow down and I take care of this space, and I organize everything, and I make everything beautiful again, and I clean things and make everything really pleasant to be in, like to really feel good to be in that room, for example, in my studio, for example. And then suddenly I feel so refreshed, like I would shift my internal state completely by changing my outer world, organizing it. So it's just one example how we can use this practice of maybe taking care of our outer world at times when taking care of the inner world is not enough, or vice versa for those of you who are maybe perfectionists about the outer world but never take time to sit in quietness. It's the same. Like, if you like to have organized things outside of you, well, maybe it's also a good time to learn to have organized things inside of you. Like sitting in quietness and just noticing what's happening in your mind. Like what thoughts are running in your mind, what stories are constantly running, and maybe just questioning them for a moment. Are they real? Is everything that is happening in your mind the truth? Everything you're saying, is it the truth? Maybe notice how your body is responding to all these stories, and find the connection between thinking and feeling, and notice that it's just one infinite will that is not really you, but is just one part of you, because obviously you're observing it from some other state, and you can soon recognize that maybe you are truly an observer, not the thinker, but you experience thoughts because you feel them. and therefore you just need to know it's all a part of you, but it's not necessarily you. So those are the practices that we often use to slow down in our lives and notice that the stress, the anxiety, the worries, the lack of control or lack of serenity or lack of happiness is not necessarily something bad. It's more of a reminder that we went out of some kind of balance and we can slowly start returning back to it by maybe nourishing or starting to nourish the other side from where we are looking at the world, like maybe not from within but from outside. And for those of you who are very good at taking care of the outer world but forget about the inner world, well, step onto the other side and maybe start taking care more of the inner world and start maybe meditating more or sitting down with your thoughts and writing them down, like journaling. Or ask yourself where I lack honesty and where I should speak more honestly with someone. Just some examples to know that there's always a space for some kind of an upgrade. And because you came to the point where you are upgrading yourself, it's important to notice what parts of you have been left behind a little bit and require some, shaking to be noticed. And this kind of shakings are often experienced in different ways. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's sadness, sometimes it's depression, sometimes it's worry. And you need to notice what truly is the content of it, to study it, to learn from it, and eventually do something about it. So you don't jump around like your whole life is falling apart or your whole life is going crazy. There's maybe just one part of your life that is falling apart or going crazy, and you may notice that you've attached your whole identity on that one thing, but there's so many other aspects of your life that are quite fine or perhaps even beautiful, wonderful, flourishing maybe. So you start separating things but still noticing that it's all part of you. And sometimes you don't solve a problem by constantly thinking about it, but by distracting yourself from it in a way that you take care of the things you've neglected because of the problem. And when you start taking care of the things you have neglected because of the problem gets slowly resolved. So another example here can be that I could not, I've tried and it never worked. I would sit in the studio and wait for the inspiration for my next artwork. But at the same time, I knew I need to maybe do something around the house, like something I've been procrastinating on for quite some time. But I would not go there and take care of it because I would feel I don't have time. I need to figure out this new artwork of mine. And I fall in this illusion that I need to think and figure it out. While actually, if I decide and take care of the things around the house, while taking care of these things, I get inspired for a painting. So therefore, by resolving a problem that I've put aside, I've actually also resolved the problem that I wanted to fix by force. So this is an interesting game that we play with ourselves many times, and we sometimes forget about this polarity of ours. Nothing in this world is separated. And when we notice that everything is a part of us, we can ask ourselves, okay, if I can't figure out this thing, let me lose myself in organizing something else that also needs to be done. And maybe the problem that I couldn't figure out will become more clear to me when I will be doing actually something else. I call it a productive distraction, because sometimes distraction is the best thing we can do. Like on Patreon, I've shared, on our Patreon community, I've shared short kind of teachings on intuition, and I've mentioned that intuition often gives you an answer when you distract yourself from the need to receive an answer or the need to receive guidance. So, for example, you set an intention, you want to know something, but then you wait for the answer to come and then it never comes. But then you start, you go outside for a walk and you really immerse yourself into the beauty of nature, and suddenly the answer hits you. Because you've actually distracted yourself from the need to know the answer. And you became present. And many times, taking care of the world outside of us, or just immersing ourselves into the world outside of us, makes us more present. So it's about balance. It's about noticing that so many times when we want to experience more peace, or when we want to experience more harmony, it's not, or it doesn't happen by forcing more peace or by just meditating on it. It happens by creating it, by looking through our eyes and asking ourselves, what could I make harmonious today? And making it happen. And rather than thinking, oh, it will not fix my state or it will not fix my problems, we maybe set an intention that through taking care of this whatever thing, I will become more clear on what I need to know. And then just immerse yourself into whatever kind of work that will put you into a greater state of balance and clarity. So I hope this message today can bring some value to you. And I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. And to anyone who would like to get a print of it, you can go onto our store, AttractPassion.com. The link is in the description of this video, and you can buy a print of it. You can find some of my original paintings as well that are still available, and some other things. And also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content, deeper conversations, guided meditations, and so much more. Check it out, and till next time, one love.